Hey there, are your legs feeling a little weaker than they used to? Maybe you're finding it harder to climb stairs, or those walks aren't as easy as they once were? It can be frustrating, can't it? Now, what if I told you that some of the fruits you're eating might actually be contributing to the problem? Surprising, right? We often think of fruit as healthy, and it is, mostly. But some fruits, because of their unique properties, might not be the best choice if you're focused on building and maintaining strong legs. In this video, we're going to reveal the 7 worst fruits when it comes to hindering leg strength, and more importantly, we'll talk about how you can still enjoy fruit without sacrificing your mobility and strength. Stick around, because this is information you won't want to miss. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Doctor and Senior Life channel. It's wonderful to have you here. This channel is really all about empowering those of us in our senior years, or approaching them, to live our best, most vibrant, and most active lives. We're passionate about providing practical, easy-to-understand health advice that you can actually use. Our goal is to help you navigate the challenges that come with aging so you can continue to do the things you love. And that brings us to today's topic, which I think is incredibly important, especially as we get older, maintaining and even improving your leg strength. Because let's be honest, strong legs are the foundation of an active and independent lifestyle. So today, we're going to be diving into a somewhat surprising area: fruit. You might be thinking, fruit? Isn't fruit supposed to be healthy? Well, yes, generally it is. But some fruits, due to their specific sugar content and impact on your body, can actually hinder your efforts to maintain strong legs. We'll uncover which fruits you may want to avoid or at least limit in your diet so that you can keep those legs strong, mobile, and ready for anything life throws your way. We will help you discover how you can enjoy an active lifestyle longer. Alright, so today we're going to talk about something you might not expect: fruit. Yeah, those sweet, seemingly innocent snacks we've been told are always good for us. But here's the thing, not all fruits are created equal, especially when it comes to maintaining or building strength in your legs. There are some sneaky culprits out there that could be unknowingly hindering your progress. We're going to delve into 7 different fruits that, for various reasons, might be doing more harm than good to your leg strength. We'll explore why some fruits, despite their vitamin content, might actually be contributing to inflammation in your body. And inflammation, as you probably know, is the enemy of muscle recovery and growth. When your body is constantly fighting inflammation, it can't properly repair and rebuild those leg muscles after a workout. Then, we'll look at fruits that can interfere with how your body absorbs essential nutrients. Nutrients that are absolutely vital for muscle health and function. Think about it. You could be eating all the right protein and hitting the gym consistently, but if your body isn't absorbing the key vitamins and minerals it needs because of certain fruits you're eating, your legs just won't reach their full potential. Finally, and this is a big one, we'll talk about the sugar content in some fruits. Now I know what you're thinking: fruit sugar is natural, right? Well, yes, but excessive sugar, even in its natural form, can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels. This can lead to a cascade of hormonal imbalances that can actually contribute to muscle breakdown. It's like your body is inadvertently sabotaging your hard work. I know it might sound a little surprising, maybe even a little scary, but the goal here isn't to make you afraid of fruit. Not at all. It's about empowering you with the knowledge to make informed choices. It's about understanding how different fruits impact your body and how you can strategically adjust your intake to better support your leg strength and overall well-being. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of which fruits to be mindful of, and more importantly, you'll understand why. You'll also gain insights into how to balance your fruit consumption so you can enjoy the benefits without sacrificing your hard-earned leg strength. Think of it as optimizing your diet for peak performance, giving your legs the best possible chance to thrive. So stick around, because this is information that could really change the game for your fitness journey. You know, it might sound like we're saying you need to completely banish these fruits from your life. And believe me, nobody wants to hear that. I get it. We all love a juicy piece of fruit now and then. But the key is understanding how these specific fruits can impact your body, particularly your leg strength, and then making informed choices. Now, before you completely resign yourself to a fruit-free existence, which, by the way, I'm not suggesting, I want to let you in on something. It's something we'll talk about in more detail at the end of this video, so stick around. It's a little fruit balancing secret. Think of it like this: nature often provides solutions within the problem itself. It's a beautiful concept, really. And in this case, it's absolutely true. There's a way to enjoy some of these fruits without completely sacrificing your leg strength. It's about understanding the delicate balance within your body and finding ways to support that balance. We've talked about the potential downsides, but what if I told you there's a simple, natural tweak you can make to your diet that helps counteract some of those negative effects? It's not a magic bullet, of course, and it's not an excuse to go overboard on these fruits. But it is a way to enjoy them in moderation while minimizing the impact on your lower body strength. It's all about mindful eating, really. So hang tight, because at the end of this video, I'm going to share this fruit balancing tip with you. It's a practical and easy way to make sure you can still enjoy some of the fruits you love while taking care of your body at the same time. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Okay, let's dive into some fruits that might be unknowingly sabotaging your leg strength. First up, we need to talk about dried fruits, especially the ones with added sugar. I know they seem like a healthy snack, and in some ways they can be, but many dried fruits are incredibly high in fructose. Now, fructose in excess can contribute to inflammation in the body and also lead to insulin resistance. And you know what that means? It can seriously hinder your muscle recovery and growth, making it harder to build and maintain that leg strength you're working so hard for. Think about it: when you're constantly battling inflammation, your body can't repair and rebuild muscle tissue as efficiently. And insulin resistance prevents the glucose from the food you eat to not reach your muscles. And if that's not enough, many dried fruits, especially the ones marketed to kids, are loaded with added sugars which just exacerbate all of these problems. So, what are we talking about here? Think dried cranberries with that extra sugary coating, or raisins that seem unnaturally sweet, or even dates that have been soaked in sugary syrups to make them even more appealing. The thing is, if you cut back on those overly sugary dried fruits, you might just notice a real difference in how your legs feel after a workout. Less inflammation, improved insulin sensitivity, and better support for muscle repair, it all adds up. Next, let's talk about watermelon. I know, it's mostly water and it's super refreshing, especially in the summer. But hear me out. Excessive consumption of watermelon can actually work against you. While it's incredibly hydrating, going overboard can lead to a rapid spike in your blood sugar followed by a pretty significant crash. This isn't just about feeling a little tired. These energy dips can seriously impact your physical activity. If you're constantly experiencing these energy fluctuations, it can hinder your muscle function over time, especially if you're consistently eating large quantities. Imagine downing an entire watermelon in one sitting. That's a lot of sugar hitting your system all at once. The key here is moderation. Enjoying a reasonable portion of watermelon, like a few slices, will provide you with that hydration and those valuable nutrients without overwhelming your system and causing that blood sugar roller coaster. A sensible portion actually does you good. Now, this next one is important, and it's a little different because it doesn't apply to everyone. We need to talk about grapefruit, especially if you're currently taking certain medications. Grapefruit contains compounds that can interfere with the way your body metabolizes many medications. This can potentially lead to increased side effects, and sometimes even dehydration, and in some cases, even muscle cramping or weakness. It sounds a little scary, right? It's not something to panic about, but it is something to be aware of. Some common medications that can interact with grapefruit include statins, which are used to lower cholesterol, calcium channel blockers, which are used to treat high blood pressure, and certain antidepressants. If you're on any medication, it's really important to talk to your doctor or pharmacist about potential interactions with grapefruit. Being aware of these potential interactions and consulting with a healthcare professional can help you prevent any adverse effects and protect your leg strength and your overall health. It's always better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to your health. Let's move on to bananas. Bananas are fantastic, but we're focusing on overripe bananas here. As bananas ripen, the starch in them converts to sugar, and this results in a higher glycemic index. Now, if you're regularly consuming overripe bananas, this can lead to insulin resistance, which, as we've discussed, can definitely hinder muscle function. Think about those bananas with brown spots all over them, or those heavily speckled peels that are almost black. Those are the ones that are going to give you that bigger blood sugar spike. Now, this doesn't mean you have to throw away every banana that gets a few brown spots. It just means being mindful. Enjoying bananas that are less ripe, or pairing your banana with some protein and healthy fats, like a spoonful of peanut butter or a handful of nuts, can help to mitigate that blood sugar spike and make it a much healthier snack. Okay, let's talk about mangoes. Mangoes are delicious and they're packed with vitamins and antioxidants, but they also have a fairly high glycemic index. This means they can cause a pretty significant spike in your blood sugar levels. And, as we know, those blood sugar spikes can lead to inflammation and fatigue, which can negatively impact your leg strength and your overall energy levels, especially when you're trying to exercise. Imagine eating a large, juicy mango as a standalone snack. It's going to taste amazing, but it's also going to send a rush of sugar into your system. The key here is moderation, again. Eating mango in moderation, and pairing it with other foods that can help to slow down the absorption of that sugar, such as protein or healthy fats, will provide a healthier option. You can add it to a smoothie with some Greek yogurt, or have a few slices with a handful of almonds. That way, you can still enjoy the deliciousness of mango without sabotaging your leg strength. And finally, let's talk about lychee. Lychee is a really interesting fruit, and it's definitely not one that everyone is familiar with. But it contains a natural compound called hypoglycin, and this compound can actually severely lower your blood sugar levels when consumed in large quantities. This can lead to muscle weakness and fatigue, especially if you're active. Imagine eating a big bowl of lychees on an empty stomach. That sudden drop in blood sugar can leave you feeling drained and weak, which is obviously not ideal when you're trying to build and maintain leg strength. The key here is to consume lychee in small portions and always ensure you're eating a balanced diet. A small portion of lychee as part of a meal is generally fine, but avoid eating large amounts on an empty stomach to prevent those hypoglycemic episodes. You know, it's not about banishing fruit from your life entirely. Absolutely not. Fruits are packed with vitamins and antioxidants we all need. The real key is understanding how to balance their effect on your body, specifically when it comes to muscle recovery and strength. And how do we do that? It's actually quite simple, by pairing your fruit with protein and healthy fats. Think of it as a way to slow down the train, to ease the sugar into your system rather than having it all rush in at once. This prevents those dramatic blood sugar spikes that can lead to inflammation and, ultimately, hinder your muscle recovery and growth. Imagine this: you just finished a grueling leg workout. Your muscles are screaming for nutrients. You're craving something sweet, so you grab a bowl of, let's say, just a bowl of grapes. Now, those grapes are delicious, yes, and they contain some great things for you, but on their own, they're mostly sugar that's quickly absorbed. This can lead to a quick energy boost, followed by a crash, and that surge of insulin can actually contribute to inflammation, working against your recovery efforts. But instead, what if you paired those grapes with a handful of almonds and a small serving of Greek yogurt? Now you've got a winning combination. The grapes provide the sweetness and vitamins, the almonds offer healthy fats that slow down the absorption of the sugar, and the Greek yogurt provides protein that's essential for muscle repair. The fats and protein act like a buffer, preventing that rapid spike in blood sugar. They ensure a more gradual release of energy, giving your muscles the fuel they need without the inflammatory consequences. This allows your body to focus on repairing and rebuilding your leg muscles, rather than dealing with the aftermath of a sugar rush. It's not just grapes, of course. Think about other combinations. Maybe you love mangoes. A slice of mango with a handful of walnuts would be perfect. Or perhaps you're a berry person. Then, berries with a spoonful of almond butter or some cottage cheese would be a great choice. Even something like an apple. While delicious on its own, pairing it with a slice of cheddar cheese provides that balance of carbs, fats, and protein. The cheese slows down the digestion of the apple's sugars, leading to a more sustained energy release. Experiment. Find what works best for you and your tastes. The goal is to create meals and snacks that offer a variety of nutrients, not just a hit of sugar. This strategy, this fruit balancing act, has several key benefits. First, it maintains stable blood sugar levels. This helps prevent energy crashes and reduces inflammation. Second, it promotes muscle recovery. By providing a steady stream of nutrients, your muscles have the fuel they need to repair and rebuild. And third, it allows you to enjoy the benefits of fruit, the vitamins, the antioxidants, the fiber, without compromising your leg strength or your overall health. It's all about being mindful of how you're consuming your fruit. It's not about deprivation. It's about making smart choices that support your goals. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to build strong, resilient legs, so you can continue to enjoy all the activities you love. And let me tell you, the difference it makes is incredible. You'll feel more energetic, recover faster after workouts, and see a noticeable improvement in your leg strength over time. You'll truly be amazed. Hey, did you find this information helpful? If so, please give this video a thumbs up. Sharing it with your friends, and those that you care about, really helps them see this important information too. And leave a comment below about your favorite fruit pairing. I love to hear what everyone enjoys. And don't forget to subscribe to the Doctor and Senior Life channel for more actionable tips on living a healthier and more active life. We're adding new videos all the time and don't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. We've got some great things coming up about how to keep those muscles strong.